Hey everybody, welcome back. And in this video we're going to go over arrangements and reflow. And most of this is usually just has to do with songs. You really won't use arrangement or reflow for anything other than songs. And so let's look at reflow first. Reflow is probably something you won't have to use that much, but it's important to know how to use. So for songs, say you want to do Jesus Alive and we want to change that. It's best for importing a song, but we don't have any songs we need to import right now, and I just don't want to import a song for the sake of importing a song. So we're on Jesus Alive, we're highlighted over here, and let's go over to reflow. So reflow allows us to change where the words are placed. So say I want less words on this slide. Say Hallelujah, death is undone, Hallelujah, Jesus won is too much. It's not. I like the way it's spaced. I usually do it based on 2 lines. But say we don't like that. Then we can come over here and we can add a space there. And it looks like that. And we can add another space. And, that looks really good. It's also good for just editing words. So if I misspelled something, or if there's a weird comma somewhere, it's easier just to go into reflow and find it, and then get rid of it or add something or spell something the correct way. The only thing else you really need to know, there are actually 2 things you need to know in reflow, is if we wanted to make these 2 different slides, rather. If we want to make these 2 different slides, we click here and we click Insert Slide Break, which is just a good way to do things. If, say, we just want it to be 2 lines and we don't want it to be 4 lines, but we want it to be spaced like that, there's a little bit of intuition when it comes to that. Hopefully you won't really have to deal with that. It's probably more spelling errors that will get you into reflow. But if you want to do that, or if you feel like we need to do that, that is how you would do it. But we want to keep it the same. It's already set up for this, and I don't want to mess that up. The only other thing that's important to know is sometimes, say this is a tag, or I need to add a tag. Is there a tag in this song? I don't think there is. Or there is a tag. There's a tag right here. Say I wanted to make another tag. So I could take this, we'll make it tag 2, and we'll probably get rid of it later. So we'll insert a slide break, so we'll add to the song. But this is a good way to add parts of arrangements, or define what is what in an arrangement. So if we need to add another tag and we didn't have a tag, you could come in here and you could label this the ending, and it'd be a different tag. And then when you go to arrangement, which we'll get to in a second, you would have something that's ending that's just this, which I would be careful with, unless I tell you to do it, because it's weird. Also, if you backspace, the slide will go away. But with the chords that I'll explain later, and how we do things, adding new slides but not knowing how to change the chords and not knowing what the right chords are, can get a little bit hairy. Isn't something you really want to mess with too much. So let's look at arrangement view. So say that starting off, this has no arrangement, and you can tell because it has E, Jesus Alive, and then nothing. And 9 times out of 10, you're going to be in the default arrangement. So you hit this button right here, which opens the arrangement view. And then this is all the arrangements we have. And right now we just have default. So baseline, just hit default. And that will set up everything in the way that we've probably practiced a million times. But let's say we wanted to get rid of a chorus. We're practicing on a Sunday, that second chorus doesn't sound that good. What we could do is we could come here and make a new arrangement. So let's see, this would make, so if we do new, I can delete these later, or we'll call it test arrangement. this test arrangement is just going to give us the baseline template of what we have. So we have this slide, and that's just the intro. You can see all the chords right there, and this isn't where this bridge belongs. So maybe I want to move the bridge here. You can drag things around in here, and these are the things that are already in here. Or you can drag from the groups and say I want verse 1 to be at the end. I could take verse 1 from up here and drag it down here. And so you can really make it whatever you want. The probably more likely a use case would be that you want to take this arrangement, the default arrangement, which we'll go back to for a second, but we want to maybe get rid of one chorus. So we go to Arrangement Manager, and we could click here and then just duplicate it, and we'll call it one chorus or something like that. And then from that, we could come here. This is one chorus, as you can see over here. It's one that only has one chorus, and then we just get rid of this chorus by hitting that little X right there, and then we have one less chorus. Now, we probably will never do that with the song, but if we need one more chorus, one less chorus, maybe we do it two different ways. There might be an arrangement with it, but the easiest way is just go default and then make a new version of it. Yeah, and that's pretty much all you need to know for reflow and arrangements. Next, we'll probably talk about macros, and then after that, we'll talk about kind of the back end of slides that is helpful for the people on stage.